Hi, class 10. How are you doing? I hope, not hope, I guess. I am totally sure that you all are doing great and doing well and keeping safe, So you have to be safe. It's God's grace. Well, I believe in Him. And I don't know who all do, who all don't. So it's my own perception, that it's really, I thank God that Hartford guys are safe. I pray to God that whole of Muzaffarpur, India, worldwide, all children should be safe, But infection is happening, but children are the first priority, and I don't want you guys to get sick or be in bed. You're not supposed to be in bed. You're supposed to be always on your feet and full of energy. That's what our children are for. So, being on the bed, time is still there. So don't worry about that. You are in total. You have to be in the total Josh era, and the future is yours, and there's going to be a new beginning. So this is the end for a new beginning, So you have to say bye bye sometimes to say hello to someone. So this will be a bye bye, and you will say hello to someone else, to another new world. I guess it will be history. So you are there into this, and what should I say? That's the best ever thing possible, and be positive and just eat properly, sleep properly, and study. Keep rocking. That's what is all needed. Everything rest will be taken care of. So your time is coming for your exams also. Not much time left. A year, I guess. Not even a year anymore. 6 months and 3 months, 9 months, lesser than 9 months. So just see what happens. Study. If you keep on studying, I guess you will crack any exam. More than studying is understanding what you're studying. So that's the main issue. So if you can do that, everything is fine. So we'll come back to SSC, and we were at, I guess, nationalism in India, right? So we were at this. We have done the Rowlatt Act, and I have done I've explained the Jallianwala Bagh, a part of it. So we can go forward. I'll just read from there that emboldened with the success, Gandhiji in 1919 decided to launch a nationwide satyagraha against the proposed Rowlatt 1919. This act had been hurriedly passed through by the Imperial Legislative Council despite the united opposition of the Indian members. It gave the government enormous powers to repress political activities and allow detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years. Mahatma Gandhi wanted non-violent civil disobedience against such unjust laws, which would start a hartal on 6th April. Rallies were organized in various cities. Workers went on strike in railways, workshops, shops closed down. There's going to be hell of a thing at that time when these things happened. Alarmed by the popular upsurge and scare that lines of communication such as the railways and telegraphs would be disrupted, the British administration decided to clamp down on nationalists. Local leaders were picked up from Amritsar, and Mahatma Gandhi was barred from entering Delhi. On 10th April, the police in Amritsar fired upon a peaceful procession, provoking widespread attacks on banks, post offices, and railway stations. Martial law was imposed by General Dyer, took command. Martial law was imposed, and General Dyer took command. Now, when General Dyer took command, 13th April, the infamous Jallianwala Bagh incident took place. On the day, a crowd of villagers who had come to Amritsar to attend a fair gathered in that enclosed ground of Jallianwala Bagh. Being from outside the city, they were unaware of the martial law that had been imposed. But what happened was, the actual thing is, he did not circulate the news properly, knowingly. General Dyer was not a nice person. He had not circulated it properly. That's why these people were unaware of it, and they had come to, some had come for pilgrims to Amritsar temple, and some had come for celebrating Baisakhi. Now Dyer entered the area, blocked the exit points and opened fire on the crowd, killing hundreds. His object, as he declared later, was to produce a moral effect, to create in the minds of Satyagrahis a feeling of terror and awe. He tried to scare them. This was going to show them what is it. If you try to do, I'm going to kill. And the reports also which they gave, I've told you in my notes also, the reports which they gave were all useless. A lot of people died. 1650 rounds of bullets had been fired. As the news of Jallian Bagh spread, crowds took onto the streets in many North Indian towns. There were strikes, clashes with the police and attacks on government buildings. The government responded with brutal repression. Seeking to humiliate and terrorize people, Satyagrahis were forced to rub their noses on the ground, crawl on the streets also, and do salam to all sahibs. People were flogged and villages around Gujranwala in Punjab, now in Pakistan, were bombed. Seeing violence spread, Mahatma Gandhi called up the movement. He said, this is happening too much. People are, they were supposed to kiss the ground, they used to spit on the ground, they used to say lick it. They have done all sorts of things here. You can't imagine. We just enjoy the holidays. But we can't imagine what they have been through for us to enjoy the holidays. Sad to say that. But while the Rowlatt Act Satyagraha had been a widespread movement, because of this Rowlatt Act, Satyagraha got advertised all over India, even abroad also. It was still limited mostly to cities and towns. Mahatma Gandhi is now felt the need to launch a more broad-based movement in India. Mahatma Gandhi always wanted to be quiet. He wanted to explain and educate the opposite oppressor that this is wrong. But Bipin Chandra Pal and Subhash Chandra Bose and Lala Lajpat Rai didn't think about this. They were tough guys. They did not follow the steps of Mahatma Gandhi. But when the action happened, when Subhash Chandra Bose made the actions, when the things came in, they did not follow his footsteps. Now this is a contradiction. If I go into that, you will start saying, I can give you proof also. But this is not in our chapter right here. Now he wanted a broad-based movement in India. What was he trying to do? But he was not certain of such a movement could be organized without bringing the Hindus and Muslims close together. You need the people. One way of doing this, he felt, was to take up the Khilafat issue. The First World War had ended with defeat of the Ottoman Turkey. Ottoman was the highest person in the news. And there were rumors that a harsh peace treaty was going to be imposed on the Ottoman Empire, the spiritual leader of the Islamic world, the Khalifa, top boss. To defend the Khalifa's temporal powers, a Khalifat committee was formed in Bombay in March 1919. Young generation of Muslim leaders like the brothers of Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali began discussing with Mahatma Gandhi about the possibility of united mass action on the issue. Gandhiji got this chance and saw this opportunity to bring Muslims under the umbrella of a unified national movement. At the Calcutta session, the Congress in September 1920, he convinced other leaders of the need to start a non-cooperation movement in support of Khilafat as well as for Swaraj. Khilafat is the Ottoman Empire. You know, there's going to be one Khalifa, Islamic world, you have to go against, you cannot go against that. Khilafat movement start against the Khalifa. Okay, I'll explain that right now in my next video. Just hold on. Interesting.